Friday, our sacred day of prayer, a day we all cherish and feel the least in danger. Friday is our way of life, people through all walks of life standing shoulder to shoulder in front of our Maker. Friday has a layer of holiness and escape from the loneliness we feel from alienation controlling us. Friday is the only day we feel we belong, the longing for home, inside of our home, away from home. So how were we so keen to neglect? How was 3-year-old Mu'ad ever seen as a threat? How did a father and son leave home and the next thing they know they were on a praying mat, bleeding to death? Bodies piled up while the shooters feeding them lead. Scenes of blood, despair and distress. Still I mourn for the outer who in his goodwill greeted him with respect. Hello brothers, what he uttered with his last breath. And it wasn't just a random attack, it was planned and exact. To the finest detail it was mapped. The worst thing being it could have been avoided, devoid of all responsibilities. Were authorities when we warned them. Not a lone wolf, but a no wolf. Thought we were crying wolf, till the living became the dying proof. All my life I had to fight and resist, and prove to society why I had a right to exist. I was told since I was peaceful I had the least fault, as if our people are violent and uncivilized by default. And one day we'll revolt, fueling sick fantasies by white supremacists who see us as leeches and crevices. How can we be so unrealistic? We still bleed red when the oxygen hits it. We still die when the bullets hit our bodies, and we still cry when we have to bury our brothers and sisters.
Tonight, we believe that 40 people have lost their lives. 10 have died at Linwood. 30 have been killed at Deans Avenue Mosque.
Friday, their sacred day of prayer, a day they all cherish and feel the least in danger. Friday is their way of life, people through all walks of life standing shoulder to shoulder in front of their Maker. Friday is the perfect day to murder them with their backs turned in worship, and no one to alert them. Get rid of this burden to society, make sure not a single soul's hurted, and prefer them dead before they give birth to any more of them. You see it all connects, every dirty look given to a woman with hijab and a dress. Every time we say a race is common in jest, every time we ingest Islamophobic rhetorics from politicians that we love to protect, claiming free speech just to beseech some free sheep to hate those who don't speak the way that we speak. And now not a word from them cowards, ironic that it's their silence that we're hearing the loudest. We need less immigrant bannings, less Mike Hoskins, Winston Peters, Pauline Hansons and Fraser Annings. Less overstating, more of an understanding. Less fanning of the flames of division before there's none of us standing. My mother fled war, famine and bullets. Now when she goes to the mosque to pray, I tell her she shouldn't. I just wanted to be like what is said on them pamphlets before we fled for safety and chose the life we were handed. I mean, for goodness sake, how much more can we take? We had to wait 51 janazah services to surface just to have a debate about whether there's hate, about a need to understand how hateful comments can carry weight. Friday will remain a blood stain on our flag. I just pray they ain't die in vain protecting what we had. Friday, March 15th, forever in our hearts. But Friday is a day they can never take from us.